Welcome everyone. Today I'll be reviewing everything I thought that was interesting and important from the Final Fantasy XIV Fanfest in Vegas. I don't normally do this type of content, but please do tell me if you wish to see more. Now let's get into it. So first we start off with the trailer that showcases the new area, the new world, which is what it's referred to as, Tural. It looks beautiful. It looks like it's sort of inspired by Aztec or Incan architecture and just the whole vibe of it. The main takeaway from this one is right from the get-go, you get to see the Warrior of Light, and they showcase him on a boat in what seems to be a pirate or even Assassin's Creed attire. Now I see everyone saying that it could be a pirate or even a corsair, and to be completely honest, I kind of agree. Especially because near the end of the cinematic, you can see the Warrior of Light actually resting his hand on something, but there's nothing really there. And also, in his right hand, it seems to take the shape of what would probably be a gun, but I'm not entirely sure. I might just be looking too far into it, but that's what I think at least. Yoshi P then goes on to explain how this is a new story and everything from A Realm Reborn to Endwalker is essentially one, giant arc and story. Whereas this is starting off a whole new story, a whole new adventure, and something that we've never really seen before or dealt with. So that's really cool. I'm super excited about that. I really loved Endwalker, even though I only started at the end of Shadowbringers. It was still truly an amazing story, and I'm really excited to see what they do next. And apparently the story is supposed to follow the Warrior of Light and determine which ruler would be next for Tural. Maybe us. You never know. There's one really disheartening piece of information that we did get, and it was the fact that the Scions might actually be split. I'm not sure exactly how they're going to go about that. It's a little sad, but also a little intriguing, so yeah, just be prepared, I guess. Also, this new land/world is supposed to be taking place on the west side of the map that we currently know and love. They also did give us a little sneak peek of the current ruler, which is Gulul Jaja, like Jar Jar Binks almost, but without the R. And you can actually see him inside of the trailer, so if you want to see him in all of his glory and detail, then there you go. But looks like it could be a boss. He looks really cool and looks like he hits hard, so you never know. They also let us see a couple preview screenshots of what the area would look like, and already it looks amazing, it looks beautiful. It almost reminds me of old Charlian, but slightly less civilized. And if you haven't noticed already, the new graphical overhaul looks quite astonishing, honestly. Like the trees, the flowers, the buildings, even the shading, it's all amazing. So I'm really proud of the work that they did. Showcasing some more new areas in Yaktural is Urkopacha, I think that's how you pronounce it. I might have just butchered that. It is also home to giants and another very small race that live in Tural. And here are some more screenshots showcasing the new area. One of the other main areas is Yaktael, which is a really dense and thick forest, probably because they wanted to showcase how dense the foliage could be. And they did also give us a little hint that it is home to Tural's Hrothgar. I'm not interested in anything Hrothgar related, but I know that a lot of people are interested in female Hrothgar. Doesn't necessarily mean that it is going to happen, but you can still hope. And this is probably what you could expect the forest to actually look like. And here we can see the new small race beast tribe, the Pelu Pelu, which, if I remember correctly, I heard was from Final Fantasy X. I've never played. They're probably just like them, but in higher quality and higher definition. They're also known to make lots of beverages, so if you're ever thirsty, hit them up. Something that was pretty expected, but also kind of crazy to think about, is they're increasing the level cap to level 100. A lot of people, I think, thought it was going to be 99, which I think they did say it was going to be 99, but then they just said, let's just do 100 anyway, triple digits. So very cool. You can even see some of the new job attire in the background. They look really, really nice. And something that most people will catch on to is the middle right guy. I don't believe he's wearing the new job's armor, just because I don't think they would showcase it yet, but you never know. It seems like it would be more towards Reaper, which does still fit under the scouting job, which I think the new one would be. Then Yoshi P talks about how there's going to be multiple new jobs, two, meaning multiple, I guess. And one of them is going to be a melee, the other one is going to be a ranged magical DPS. And this is why I think that Corsair would definitely be the newest one. Even though it's a little strange to have a gun be classified as melee, I still think that with everything that we've seen, it makes the most sense. And then, like everyone's been waiting for, Yoshi P takes off his shirt to reveal another shirt. And this one showcases the TMNT, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles if you live under a rock. And for those of you that don't know, Yoshi P always wears a shirt when there's a FanFest going on to sort of tease whatever the new job could possibly be. Now, because I haven't really experienced a lot of Final Fantasy expansions, it's only one so far, I've done a little bit of research just to see what the past ones have been and what the jobs were. And so, for example, he came out wearing a Scarlet Witch shirt one day, and that turned out to be Red Mage, because Scarlet Witch was just another way of saying Red Mage, right? Another one that I thought was very interesting was when he came out wearing a Spider-Man shirt. And I believe the thought process behind that was there is a director from Spider-Man by the name of Sam Raimi. And in Japanese, you would pronounce that Samu Raimi, if I'm not mistaken, which sort of sounds like samurai, and then it turned out to be samurai. I think there might have been another one where at that same time, Spider-Man had a figure come out, looked like a samurai, and that might have been it as well. Then for Endwalker, he wore a shirt that showcased a Reaper on the front of it, and funnily enough, it turned out to be Reaper. Now, personally, I think people are looking too deep into this one in particular. Some guesses include Pictomancer, Geomancer, there might even be a Time Mage in there, but personally, I don't think it has anything to do with the new magical job. I think it's more reflecting on what the new gear set, the melee job, would be. I understand that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are named after famous painters, and that's why Pictomancer might be a good guess. And then they were also known to be sculptors, so that's why Geomancer would also work. I've also seen some Druid and Beastmaster guesses, which honestly would be kind of cool, but they've been guessing that for years, and I don't think now would change anything. But it would kind of make perfect sense, especially in this jungle-oriented setting, but I think we'll just have to wait until next FanFest to really be able to figure out which job it would be. And the reason I'm not guessing if the melee job is in fact a Corsair is because I feel like it's pretty obvious, especially because the Warrior of Light is rocking that whole pirate set. It definitely would be either a Corsair or some sort of pirate job. And something to look forward to is obviously new fates, hunts, and treasure hunts, so you can make some good cash. If you're lucky, that is. We also get to see one of the new bosses, Valagarmanda, which apparently is from Final Fantasy VI, I believe. I could only imagine what this is going to look like, so I'm really excited for this one too. And for everyone that doesn't like playing with people, there's also duty support. There's also new crafting and gathering gear. It looks really cool. One of them is missing a mouth, but they look really nice. Honestly, it gives me Indiana Jones vibes, but I'm really excited to make some gil with this one. They're also expanding on their lifestyle content. I'm not too sure if it's going to be like Island Sanctuary. I know a lot of people are kind of on the fence about Island Sanctuary. Me, myself, I never really did too much of it because it seemed a little tedious and boring, but I like the idea, sort of. I just wish that there was housing, honestly. I'm excited to see what they do here. Hopefully it's a lot better. Here's a list of all the new dungeons that you can expect to see. They're also updating PvP, if any of you actually care. They're also going to be updating Blue Mage, which is really exciting for a lot of you. Inconceivably further Hildebrand adventures, which don't even know what that could entail, but that's also really exciting. Deep dungeons, and something that a lot of people have been looking for is the Gold Saucer update. I'm personally excited about all of them, going more in depth on the graphical overhaul. They're explaining how they want to improve the quality of the material, textures, and also give a lot better shading, but still keeping their signature art style. And this is a little sneak peek of what is to come with the graphical overhaul. The textures look honestly outstanding, and you can see all the little dirt, the grit, and everything. Just it's so beautiful. It really is. It's such a good update, and I'm excited to see what other kind of pieces that they have. I know that they're doing all the newer sets first, and then they will work their way down. We don't know exactly how many are going to get updated, but it seems like most of them will be in due time. And then they also go over all the other races and show what they look like with the graphical overhaul update. Some more of the textures and materials, especially the gold here, they did a really good job shading everything. And the one that I think is really exciting is all the foliage, especially the flowers, the bushes, everything. They all look extremely high quality and detailed. So now we can enjoy it even more, and can't imagine how many screenshots are going to look so much better just because of this. I know I'm excited about this one, and a lot of people are as well. They're going to be allowing 2 dyes per gear piece, and possibly some for housing items as well, which is really exciting, especially with the new furnishing limit increase. I have never honestly owned a house, so I can't really say how much I'm going to be using this one because I'm just really unlucky. Still, the fact that people are now able to do multiple dyes for a single gear piece, I know that the Glamourholic in me is going to be absolutely ecstatic with this one. And don't forget that you can also wear glasses with your headgear now, which is extremely exciting, again, for glamour. Truly a step in the right direction. Here are some minimum system requirements that may be changed later down the line. So if you have a computer from 2002, then you'd probably want to upgrade that as soon as possible. I just want to give a moment of silence for whoever got banned for this one. Another really exciting change is the expanded free trial that they're doing. So with the new patch 6.5, they're going to expand the free trial to include Stormblood. So people just get it for free if you want to play. So now would be the time to start thinking about trying the game, especially if you're interested or you have other friends that play already. They also announced a Fall Guys collab, which is honestly a little exciting just because I've always really liked jumping puzzles and those little mini games from the Gold Saucer. So I think this is going to be great. Also, just side note, I really love the Chocobo Fall Guys costume. It's really good. Another big announcement is Final Fantasy XIV is coming to Xbox, so that's going to be cool. More people to play, more friends to make. The one thing I am hoping for, even though it's kind of unlikely, is Final Fantasy XIV subs to come to Game Pass. That would be really cool. I'm not sure how they do it, but Microsoft has a lot of money. Surely they can make it happen, right? And that is everything that you need to know about the FanFest. I hope you did enjoy. Again, thank you for all the tier 3 subs, and I hope we get a lot more information at the next FanFest. So see you then.